yeah, I'm just happy to be back here for art and for love and for creation. And yeah, that's how I want to start. That's how I want to start. Is that I'm awake, but not fully awake, but awake, but a little poofy, and maybe a little bit having my eyes bloodshot. But I slept, but I didn't sleep. And we were also talking about AOC and Bernie and Warren and how the New York Times just elected or just voted for Elizabeth Warren and Amy Klobuchar. And we were just discussing, I guess, the state of affairs of what our country has become or what it's going through, or it's kind of karmic cleansing, which I feel in a way it's hard to put your finger on. It's I do feel in a way it's a bit of karmic cleansing of how we ourselves dropped the ball in our own democracy and how we didn't just get here, how it's been maybe a spiritual coup all along of that like quote that fits so perfectly, death by a million little cuts. So I feel death by a million little cuts of how we treat each other and our lack of tolerance. And if you rewind the tape, I feel often
Keep talking.
oh, what did I do?
I just know that what's going to happen
Yeah.
is you're going to look and you're going to say,
Oh,
my
no.
God, my hair was so weird.
Oh, shit, okay.
Go ahead, keep going.
Okay.
I think this is going to be my one cameo appearance.
Okay. He exists, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain, fixing hair and putting powder. Okay, is it good? It's good. Okay. Remember, this is the non-washed, sexy hair look. Yes, back to spiritual coup and death by a million little cuts and why America feels like AOC is too extreme. Although she's a truth sayer and people want the truth, right? But they're not ready for the truth, like that famous Jack Nicholson, you want the truth, you can't handle the truth. I feel a lot of our culture has that element of alienating the truth or not ready for the truth. But then I feel we spend so much time, wasted time, beating around the bush and sort of walking on eggshells around each other, where if we just went straight for the truth, we'd save ourselves a lot of time and save others a lot of time. But yeah, I don't feel AOC is extreme. I just feel that we have become so uber sensitive and so opinionated that when someone who is, yes, young and may not have the experience, but hello, neither did our president, and it's so hard to say that word. Yeah, just go back to, and the truth shall be spoken from the mouth of babes, which is from the Bible. And there's also a reason why she endorses Bernie. Maybe she's, like a Bernie protege in the way that we cannot really have a healing. It's going to be a half-ass healing. So we have to have utter destruction in order to have, I feel, a full renaissance. It's not just half-ass destruction or a quarter destruction, and then we expect to heal as a nation. I feel we have to implode and explode, and then that rebirth may come. Yeah. Anyways, but as the whole political brouhaha takes place, and as we try to avoid this very real thing called political grief, where it's supposed to just make you so helpless or make you feel so helpless that you can't take it anymore, you shut it out, and you eventually get sad about it, feeling that you are insignificant or that you can't do anything, and the problems are so vast. So political grief, there's an article I was reading in the Times, it is really about the slow numbing and numbing and numbing, where you just throw in the towel because things have gotten so extreme and so corrupt. And with our present administration, it's not even a backroom corruption. It's like so in the forefront that people are like, oh, okay, you don't have to pay taxes. You can just, murder people like Khashoggi. You can just do whatever you want to do. Look, our president does it, and they can get away with it. So then it makes people feel like, why am I invested in the system but it's a run-on sentence. What do? We make art, and we make our dreams come true, and we love, and we create, and we do all of those things that we are born to do in the midst of all this mayhem. I feel that's the divine grace, that we still can make our art and create and collaborate and make music. You can dance, you can make a film, you can shoot a documentary, and no president and no administration can stop you from your dreams. They may not help them, right? But I don't feel that they can stop us. And that's why we're here, and why you show up for another day. And that's why I want to live. And that's why I'm here today and every year. So I want to tell you about the miracle that's happening. So this is so if you've been following the journey, we have been documenting, I feel, from sort of the very beginning. So back in 2015, on February 27th, I got my breast cancer diagnosis. So this February 27th will be 5 years that I'm on this journey. And I'm changing the dialogue. This is no longer a cancer journey. It is a miracle journey. And when people are like, what did you do? What didn't you do? What is it about? How are you feeling? What do the doctors say? I mean, it always goes back to, what do the doctors say? And how are you feeling? Because you look great. And this weird feeling of they can talk about it, not talk about it. They have some pity or some sadness or some concern. And, these are all human emotions. So, it's hard to believe in things that we've never seen. So many people may not believe in miracles because they've never seen a miracle, right? It just feels like, something from the Bible, or Jesus walked on water, that's a miracle. But miracles are everywhere, all around, every day. So asking someone what's the last miracle they saw is a pretty profound question. I have been the recipient of miracles, and so therefore I believe in them, and they are happening to me, and they have happened to people that I love. And so my journey of being here on earth and helping to save my own life with a band of earth angels that were put in my way, with a band of references and books and medicines and superfoods and holistic modalities and ayahuasca trips and peyote trips and DMT trips and ozone and crystal water and acupuncture and going into the jungles and going to see John of God. I mean, I could list them in a huge anthology. But I was led, I feel, to the end of the road when my two dearest girlfriends, Maya and Mel, took me to Sedona this past October. Fast forward, we went on a Vortex tour. Fast forward, our guide was a cancer thriver. Fast forward, he's like, you have to go see this guy. Fast forward, there we are. We walk into this house, and I feel that there was this message from Creator, Pachamama, God, angels, ancestors, whatever your belief system is, universe, creationism, love, tolerance, healing, miracles. And we were led to Andrew, who basically was the last stop on my miracle journey of doing this last sort of healing session, but it was really a message. It was really a message of, you have the ability to have this be the end of the road. You are going to take this tumor out of your body. You are going to reset your entire life. You're going to be hyper-disciplined with your diet, hyper-disciplined with your thoughts, hyper-disciplined with the company you keep. So what does holistic healing mean? It's not just what we put in our mouth. It's the lovers that we share our bodies with. It's the friends that we spend time with. It's the books that we read, the music's vibration that we listen to, the incense we light, the tea that we drink. So I jumped on the bandwagon. I did what Andrew told me to do. I bought this medicine. It's called Black Salve. Don't look it up because there's only a bunch of shysters online telling you about this medicine and all the things that can go awry. But if you use this medicine in sacred space and you have a facilitator guiding you from beginning to end like I've had, then you will absolutely have a success rate. So Andrew made me prepare my body. So for 2 months, I took this medicine orally. This is what I want to tell you about too. This is not just for cancer. It is for disruption and self-betrayal of your body. So it's just 4 ingredients. God, I should have brought it because it's a sacred recipe that our indigenous brothers and sisters have been using forever and ever and ever. When we go back to all the medicine that's on this planet, we can just go and pick in the mountains, in the backyards, if you know what you're looking for. So it's this blend, and I take it in pill form. And I will not lie, this is not for the faint of heart. It was nausea and sort of like vomiting and sleeping, and you're like, whoa, what's happening? It's almost like this weird spiritual chemo. So the body's getting acclimated, you up the dosage, and you purify the body. And then the second part, and again, this is for tumor-based cancer, so I can't speak for everybody. This is just my journey, or the journey of if you have a tumor. Then the second part is application topically. So I know it sounds like a sci-fi movie, but you're going to have the power to apply this medicine topically. Take the medicine orally, and with that combination, along with the full holistic realm, again, which is you have to be mindful of your company, of your vibration, of what you're eating, of what you're drinking. And then you're going to pull a tumor out of your body. I know it sounds crazy. I have to take my phone and show you from day one for you to really appreciate the journey of what I have been through since October up to December 26th, when I started the second chapter. So orally for 2 months. The second chapter started on December 26th. I'm now on the 25th day, and my tumor has dissolved where I can't even feel it. And then you see, so this is the patch that I have. So, and it's really hard to really like go through, but this is my little war scar here. So I'm not going to go fully into it, but this right here is where my tumor was, and it's not to be discarded that it's on my left breast, where the heart is, and the left side of the body, which is where all emotion and creativity is. And I feel like I want to show you and take the bandage off, but I can't right now. I have to wait. But I've got these pictures of this wild thing that's happening. So this medicine is literally and figuratively buried its way into my body, and it has latched onto the cancer. And then for the last 3 weeks, these things have bubbled out of my body, and you would not know unless you're living with me in the day-to-day, like doing like this documentation daily, or just have a camera attached to me. And I've got visuals, and Johnny knows. Johnny's my beloved, so he lives with me, and he sees, and he's not he is a man of faith, but he's a man of doubt. And his mom died of ovarian cancer. So her breast cancer went and became ovarian cancer. So he's got all these backstories of cancer. And he's very sensitive, so the love of his life says, no, I'm not going to do traditional. I'm going to do all of these medicine journeys. And so he's like, okay, sure. And, you know, he may not agree, but I feel an important part of healing is to have your loved ones maybe not agree with everything you do, but support your journey. I think that's so important, because we heal in love, and we heal in light. We don't heal when people have worry. We don't heal when people have doubt. We don't heal when people are questioning us and interrogating our ways. We heal when we are supported. And again, it doesn't mean they agree with us 100%, but there's a support system there. And oops, my hair. So I am already healed. And so, of course, the next step is like, well, you need to go to the doctor, and the doctor has to show you the test, and you have to get your blood count, and we need to see the results. And that's bullshit, because I can't tell you that that's the antithesis of a miracle, to get all the data and all the documentation. Doctor says this. The doctors think I'm fucking bananas. You know, they go and they look at me and they say, well, you should have already been dead. And we don't know why you keep coming here if you don't do what we tell you to do. And I go, well, I'm a pretty smart cookie. I still have to, you know, do checkups. I still have to do ultrasounds, and I still have to take my blood and just make sure that nothing else is happening. So that's why I'm here. Not necessarily for your cancer protocol of like chemo and radiation and one breast off or two, maybe two breasts off. No, maybe just one. So here we are, and we're following the journey, and so you're part of the journey, and I'm taking you with me, and this is year 5, and last year in California, we threw a massive party on my 4-year anniversary, and my beloved soul sister Maya, she donated her home, and she got me this huge cake the size of my body with my face on it. And we had friends singing and dancing, and it was just so beautiful, and we celebrated 4 years of life, of my new life, the new life, when cancer came and it knock on something. And I really feel it was the best thing that ever happened for me. It was this beautiful wake-up call, but it has transitioned from cancer to miracles, to self-love, to honoring myself more, to wanting to be here on earth, to realizing that my mission isn't over, to realizing that there's people that need to hear my story, your story, our stories, to understanding that the world needs more light now more than ever, and we're not going anywhere because we are light. And so therefore, the powers that be, for me, it is my creator and my angels and my ancestors, and my guardian angel's name is Jane, by the way, because she made herself present in a medium psychic reading. And I've always loved Jane Fonda so much. And when my guardian angel said, my name is Jane, I swear, it was like, of course it is. Of course your name is Jane. So thank you, Jane. And yeah, so onward and upward. So it's almost a Chinese New Year, Year of the Rat. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to look it up. And it must mean a year of miracles. And I don't know where we're going to have my 5-year anniversary, because on February 27th, it'll be 5 years of life, new life, renewed life, holistic life, miracle life. And we're going to have to find someone that can host us. And maybe we will all go back to Maya's in California. And David's coming with me. So for now, we're going to put a pin in this. And I'm so grateful to be here on Earth. And I will be grateful when I go to another sphere. But right now I'm grateful here in the 3rd dimension, even though it's a low dimension with the Trump dynasty. But we are going to persevere. We're going to do something about what's going on and make America greater, which is a weird thing, but you know, we can be greater and brighter and burn brighter and make more art and have more love and be more tolerant of one another. And you know, yes, like Mahatma Gandhi said, or was it Martin Luther King? Be the change you want to see in the world. I think it was Gandhi. Okay, oh, and it's Martin Luther King Day. Yay! Our brother who walked his walk and marched and lived by his values and morals and had this beautiful moral compass. We honor you. We think about you every single day. We love you and thank you. Go Bernie. Or Lizzie, or both. Bye.